Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Ahrayah Israel. Sir, indeed, brother Ahrayah Israel. And this right here is the Truth Hour with brother Ahrayah Israel. Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, indeed it is. Always a pleasure and honor, always again to be right here in the house with you on YouTube. Those of you who are catching this video, we greatly appreciate you for taking your time out to listen to the messages and the different videos we put up with the different messages. Thank you. All praises due for you listening in. Brothers and sisters, just want to come in the house right here today and just want to talk to you about various subject matters today. Just something just want to share was on my mind right here today, just different subject matters today on a topic of conversation. And first, let me say this here, man. First we give all praise and honor to the Most High. Oh, we can't forget about that one, brothers and sisters. We can't forget about that one. So first and foremost, we got to say all praises, all honor, and all glory is to none other than the Most High Yah. All praises, all praise and honor and glory goes to none other than the Most High Yah, y'all. No partners has He. No partners, no associate has the Most High. No. But anyway, that's not one of the subjects I will be getting into. But before I really get into one of the things that I want to get into, let me say this to brothers and sisters who may be out there who listening to the show, tune in, who may be, as you say, followers of the person y'all may call Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, whatnot, when I come on and I make statements of something probably dealing with Jesus or even Christianity, and especially to my black brothers and so-called black melanated brothers and sisters, let me tell y'all something here first and foremost. I'm not coming in here really to be disrespectful to you because of what you believe in, to badger you, to anything of that nature, belittling you or whatnot for you believing in that. That's not my intent when I come on and I might do something talking about Jesus and somebody who may believe in that Jesus or whatnot. That's not the case. Anything that I try to do here with the basically intent is try to edify. It's not to be try to, disrespect you and what you believe in, because I tell y'all, but there was one particular time I believed in that teaching as well. I believed in that thing about believing in Jesus. I was, raised up, like I said, in a Christian household, as a youth. I was. So, and even there are some things that I've told y'all. I've took several courses and things of this nature, and was even, ordained as a minister in the Christianity at one particular time. Yeah. And like I said, if I could show you, have certificates and things of this certifications out of the frame under Christianity. When I'm saying out the frame, people say out the frame, this means a lot. Dealing with Christianity. So I've been there. So I'm not trying to tell you something or go at you about something that I never walked that life before. I never walked in that light before. I did. Before me even recognizing, getting into the Tanakh and having a clear understanding of Tanakh. And what I mean by Tanakh, for those of you who don't know, was what people miscall or misnomer as the word Old Testament, right? So I've been there. So I'm not trying to come in when I say something about Christianity or anything about the Jesus movement or whatnot. It's not like I haven't been there. So it's not to, like I said, to belittle you or, talk about that. So it's just to help you get an understanding is what you believing in and what you're subscribing to and you've been told is the truth. And that's all what I try to do here. So, I know there's a lot of brothers and sisters who do subscribe to that. They're teaching according to what they're calling the New Testament. And this is what we're getting this stuff from, according to what they're calling the New Testament, those books. That's it. That's all you have. That's all of the records you have. Because truly, y'all, look, neither one of us We wasn't around at that time. We wasn't around at that time. I hope some of y'all ain't that doggone old. I hope not. I hope y'all didn't go to school with Moses. Y'all wasn't around in Moses' time. Boy, y'all some old souls. I'm telling you, boy, y'all some old. But I'm just joking, y'all. But I hope nobody wasn't around that long. My. What they say, you old as Methuselah. But yeah, so it's just for edification purposes. So, and I hope that y'all understand that, and it's just to help us get a better understanding what we are subscribing to, and we're putting our faith in, we're basing our life upon. That's it. That's all what it is. Get me a little of this water here, sisters and brothers. But I want to really get into something and touch on something that I hear. It's not a lot, but I've heard several times before. Let me get some water. I'm see no label. I ain't advertising nobody water, and it is water, ain't no liquor. Excuse me, y'all. All praises. I hear sometimes I listen to like some certain camps, and I'm basically certain camps that I've heard make mention of this sometimes. I guess when people do videos and maybe critique something that some of these camps or something say or maybe do, and there's an individual person that may be on YouTube. Well, mostly, yeah, they would be on YouTube because that's where they probably see it from and respond. And because I heard this the other day, I was listening to a class. I'm going to mention the classes and nobody camps. But the point is, when they say that, well, you by yourself, you ain't got nobody with you, or you only been in the truth for a year. Now you think you can teach people. Or, but really the point that I'm really getting in is say you by yourself. Just because you see an individual who's on YouTube, just like myself. I don't see nobody. I don't see a congregation behind me or around me. Y'all always just see me on here. Now we got my brother, Moray David Israel. He do podcasts too. Now we together. It's two of us, but he don't really do the YouTube. He basically just do the podcast right there on TalkShoe. And Shalom to my brother David Israel. He hold down that podcast right there on TalkShoe. We both was doing it at one time, the TalkShoe. And sometimes I still go over there, but primarily he's holding that down over here, and I'm trying to hold down the YouTube frontier. And so we both kind of do the podcasting. So y'all check out the podcast with the Moray David Israel right there on TalkShoe. But you can catch it on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Amazon, all of them. It's still the same thing. Liberation Tabernacle of Yah on all the major podcast sites. Go check it out, sisters and brothers. But the point that they say to that again, that well, you by yourself, it's like to belittle somebody because they're by themselves teaching, right? They don't have a big congregation or whatnot, and like. That's something. I mean, that's really hurting somebody. Let me tell y'all something. Now, here's something about that with me. I would rather be. I'm gonna say this, and I've been a part of several organizations, major organization that thousands and thousands of people inside of these organizations. I've been a part of them. I've been on staffs of certain organizations and things of this nature, right? And I've said one particular time, I never joined no more daggone organization in my life. But then I turned around and did it again, because I like that, the brother and sisterhood of, coming together as a congregation. I like that. But at the same time, again, though, I would rather be by myself in truth than to be with a organization of a group of thousands, hundreds or thousands, and to be in an organization that's teaching false doctrine. To be in an organization of a group that is espousing or teaching false doctrine, something that is against the Most High. I would rather be by myself, all by myself, teaching truth, standing alone in truth by myself. The heck with some numbers. And see, this is what's the problem too. A lot of times that our brothers and sisters, well, I ain't gonna put the sisters in it. I know brothers, and I'm gonna say brothers because that's what we see who's the head of a lot of these, especially like a lot of these camps. We see brothers. People are getting too caught up in numbers. They are getting caught up a lot of this stuff in the number game. You know, I see these videos. Like I ain't gonna mention nobody's name. They're that's a camp. They have number. They go out and do. I've seen like all over the United States. They're doing rallies and stuff like that. And man, hundreds of brothers looking strong brothers out there. Man, look like military might. Look strong, mighty brothers out there. That look good. I like to see that, man. It does touch my heart to see our brothers, when they out there, mighty men, So I'm not had nothing bad to say about that. That's a good thing. But also though, same time as you had the number game held at the Million Man March, whatever came about that. What changes did that make? 1 million some black men in Washington D.C. What the hell did that change? Far as our condition here in America. So out of the hell with all that about the number game. So, but again, you have hundreds and hundreds of brothers maybe going out, marching in rallies and stuff, but still again is what you're following and what you're claiming, who you're claiming. I ain't gonna really get to it. As your teacher, leader, and God, your Christ and all of this stuff. Hey, man, it's against Tanakh. It's against Tanakh. So when y'all try to go at brothers, or especially like brothers, I'll say like that, because y'all see them on there by themselves. Because like I've heard so many things, time after time, and Moray, David, Israel have too, where people have told stories how they've been a part of some of these camps, right? They have been a part of a lot of these camps and the horror stories that they bring back or tell about being a part of these damn camps. Yeah, these camps. And some people have actually just moved all the way over from it. They just like, the hell with this. They don't. They just move away from the dealing with the camps or whatnot, or joining the camps. They just left all of it. They just like this. The hell with Israel. The hell with all that altogether. Just the hell with all that. And that's their prerogative. I'm not going to mention that because I did a show before about that. I'm not going to get into that. That's their prerogative. Me, I moved away from a lot of these. I never joined one of these camps, but I thought about it before. And this is why the Moray, David, and I, we actually started this thing. First, it was Liberation Tabernacle Ministries, because we said we saw the things that was going on, and we like, well, we need to, brother. We saw all the teachings and the craziness that was being espoused, as far as doctrine and the so-called name of the Most High and things of this nature. Like I said, now we're not going to be teaching these type of things. We're going to teach straight Torah and Tanakh. We'll just say Tanakh. We're going to teach straight the Tanakh. We're going to teach straight the word of the Most High. We're not going to add. We're not going to subtract. Put in our own words, our own perspective to this. We're going to teach it as the Most High, as it is so written. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to come with our own doctrine. We're not going to do that. Moray, I hope you don't mind me saying that sometimes we have, I ain't going to say really just kind of bumped head, but we sometimes, got into some stuff where we made, like, went at it, argued with each other a little bit about some things. Like, no, we ain't teaching that. We're not gonna be producing. No, bro, we ain't gonna teach that. But that's my brother. So we work it out. We don't bring all of that. We don't bring no strange doctrine that's not according to the Tanakh. We ain't doing that. So again, so brothers, and those of you who may do video, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. What the hell they say. Because again, myself, if I'm standing on the truth according to the Most High Yah, I ain't worried about what you say. Because listen here. Because the one thing about it is, some of these groups, yeah, y'all maybe had the numbers. Fine, cool. But when we look at this though, it ain't just the numbers. Some of y'all leaders, maybe y'all camp leaders, probably started what by themselves, or maybe another brother by themselves. It wasn't always no 10, 20, 30 of y'all, or maybe, and then, then grew from that into the hundreds. Hell, everybody had to start from somewhere. Brother Moses. Who did he start off with? When the Most High calls him, who was he with? Like the thing, y'all, who you with? Who was he with? He was by himself until the Most High, told him he went back and he got Aaron, his brother. But it was just them two though, right? When they went in and got the children of Israel, and they spoke and they went to the children of Israel. It was just them two. Then later, after they freed it, it was good. But you look at all these people, okay, again, because y'all think, well, who you set up under and study. Listen, I'm not going to sit up under no damn teacher to get no false teaching, no false doctrine. I've did that too many times. I've did that several times. I don't sit under teachers that don't taught a lot of bull crap according to the way to I don't even know how to really get into this. But I've set up under teachers who brought up their own strange doctrine. They say, like, it's almost like, because I used to practice Islam, y'all. You study Islam. And it's like the Quran even says, they mix truth with falsehood. And that's what some of y'all out there doing too. I'm talking about, I got to tell it, Israel. They mix truth with falsehood. So I would, listen, I don't give a damn about being with you. If you got the number, I don't care. I'm not going to join you just because you got numbers. I'm not going to join. Listen, I would be all by myself, which really, y'all, tell y'all something. Brothers and sisters, if y'all got channels and y'all teaching the true word of the Most High, and maybe you are by yourself, but you're really not by yourself. You're not by yourself, because if you're really teaching that Tanakh, you're really teaching that the Most High with you. The Most High is with you, so you're not never by yourself. The Most High, what they say, the Most High and the heavenly hosts are with you, so you not by yourself, right? You really not by yourself. All praise is due to the Most High. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So you ain't by yourself. They might think that because you the only one they see on camera. They see only you on the camera. But you ain't by yourself. So I will stand in my lonesome in truth than to be in the thousands in falsehood. So I don't care nothing about nobody telling me, well, you all by yourself, man. How you go? Yeah. But I'm not teaching nobody that Jesus died for our sins. Huh? Now, did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong? I'm going to say it again then. If y'all think I said something wrong, or y'all think I missaid something. I'm not teaching, and I'm talking about Israelites. We as Israel, because I'm Israel too. We as Israel, Jacob or Jacob's seed. I'm not teaching over here, and my brother Moray David Israel is not either. We don't teach that Jesus or Yahweh or no man or woman laid down a life as a blood sacrifice. Let me make sure I say this correctly now. As a blood sacrifice for our sins, for the remission, as they put it, y'all, for the remission of our sins. We don't teach that foolishness here, because you know why we don't teach that? You know why we don't teach that? Because Tanakh don't teach that. So I can't teach that. I can't teach that, y'all. If Tanakh don't teach that, I don't teach that. I don't teach that. If this right here, this Torah, well, this is actually Torah, Kamash. See, it's in the Torah, the first 5 books. If it ain't in here, in them law, what y'all call the laws, the teachings and instructions, I ain't teaching that. We don't get that. Moshe didn't teach that. Moses didn't teach that. None of the prophets taught that. So where do we get this from? Listen, because you come out with somebody don't staple, like I said, man, they don't staple 2 books together. Let me show y'all here what I'm talking about. They don't staple 2 books together, right? They call it one the old, they call one the new. And they staple them together, put them together, paste them together, however they did it, glue them together, and tell y'all they go together. This is the holy book. Because, Bible just only mean book, the holy book. And they make you think that they go together. Hell no. Excuse my French. No, sir. No, ma'am. They do not. So they make you think that they go together, but they don't. And you read it and tell them, well, see, you got to read. We. No, you ain't keeping Tanakh. If you teaching this foolishness that somebody is Israelite. Now, if y'all other nations want to teach that, hey, man, I'm just going to say, hey, look, that's you. Because you didn't have, I don't know what books y'all got. The Hindus got their own book, the Valvedas and things of this nature. Some of the other people got some, probably in their oral tradition that there are no books. But I know in Israel, Father, I read in the Tanakh, a.k.a. what y'all call Old Testament, these things we have no business following because it's not prescribed in there. It's nowhere in our teachings that we supposed to believe that. It's nowhere in our teachings. So the hell with that. I would be by myself again. Like I said, I would be by myself in this truth and believing what the Most High said about us not. And just if it's just that alone, if it's just that part, their portion alone, that keep me away from it. Hey, I listen here. I'm gonna do what the Most High said. I'm gonna listen to the Most High. I'm not joining because I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I've seen some of these camps, right? And I'm gonna move away from that a little bit in a minute. I've seen some things in some of these camps, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I would join. I would. Now I said I would join some of these camps. There's a butt coming, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. There's a butt. I'm gonna put the butt in there. I would join some of these camps. Some of them. Not some of them. There's a few, but I'm gonna put no names. But why I wouldn't? Or I ain't gonna even just say it can't. There's some body or some messianic groups that some of them might be looking at like, say, man, you know what? I wouldn't mind being a part of that congregation, but there's one problem. There's only one problem. The messianics. They believing and still again that Jesus was the king, and however they might put the Hebrew language twist on the name. That's the major problem why I couldn't join. See, some of them probably ain't got all that strange doctrine like some do. I see some of them. I be peeping out some different groups and different Israelite, videos and classes and things of that nature. I do. And some of them I enjoy, but somebody, but they talk about, this person being our king or he's coming back to this. I just really just bleep out that part like a TV bleep. I just bleep out that portion, and then just going on from there. But there's some, I'm telling you, I would. But that's one of the things that would stop me. That's one of the things that have stopped me from even want to be a part of some of these groups like that. Because that right there, because I wouldn't do, because I don't care how mighty you look, like I said, in numbers going out in the hundreds of black men. That, like I said, that touched me though. I ain't gonna lie, they look strong. They look strong as black men, out there. But I don't care how strong they look. I can't go against the Most High. I can't, after I've read the truth. After I've read this truth, I can't go against that just to be a part of a congregation. I can't do it. Because then what? I know I will be living a lie. I know that I would be living a lie. And I'm just not willing to do that, brothers and sisters. No, I'm not willing to go that far just to say I'm a part of something. I have a little saying, there's a saying, but I changed and got my own little saying with that saying. They say is, if you don't, what is it? Damn, how that saying go, y'all? Now, maybe I probably can't say it now because I'm trying to, let me see. If you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's it. What is it? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Well, y'all know my thing. Some of y'all don't know my saying is, don't fall for anything just to say you stand for something. Let me say it again. Y'all didn't get that, did it? Y'all catch that? They said, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I say, don't stand for anything just to say you stand for something. Because see, some people we just go for anything just to say we're a part of something. Some people we just want to look what I'm a part of. Look what I'm a part of. Just to say you're a part of something. I'm gonna hurry up and get out of this because I want to bring up some more stuff. Like I said, this ain't just because I'm just got different things I want to just bring up right fast, brothers and sisters, tonight. Just got different stuff I want to bring up. But anyway, and I go again here. Anybody know again? This is the one key that we look at in the Tanakh, and tell us a Torah that tell us this in Dabarim, what they call Deuteronomy 24 and 16. Now I'm reading from my scripture Bible. I'm reading this one from the scripture Bible. It says again, Dabarim or Deuteronomy 24 and 16 says, fathers are not to be put to death for children, and children not to be put to death for their fathers. Each is to die for his own sins. Each is to die for his own sin. So I bring that up even when y'all talking about Jesus died for your sin. Oh, brother, I heard my brother. Oh man, I'm gonna forget my brother name. Forgive me, most high. Let me see. I gotta think of this. I forget the brother name, but the Moray out of the House of Israel of Atlanta. Oh man, I can't think of his name off the top of my dome now. Forgive me, my brother Moray, but I was listening to his class he did on last evening, and but I was listening to it this morning at work for my morning meditation, and he was bringing up this here, and he was like, and he read that part, and he was like, well, if you read that, Jesus couldn't have died from Joseph and Mary's sins. Because it says that he couldn't have died for their sins. He couldn't have died for Joseph because it said the son cannot die for the sins of the father. They got to die for them. So how could he die for the sins of Mary, Joseph, and anybody else for that matter? It says everybody is held responsible for their own sins. So again, if Moshe was saying that, and when he was giving these commandments by the Most High, why would the Most High change that? Because we know in Malachi it's told that I change not, right? Is that not what it say? I change not. I am Yah and I change not. So if in that he said he changed not, so wouldn't it still stand? Now why would he all of a sudden change his mind and send, as people say, his son, Jesus Christ, to die for your sin? Come on now. That's human sacrifice. We told in Israel we don't do no human sacrifice. We don't do that. It's that don't let your children, when they were doing that to Moloch, don't let your children pass through the fire. So we don't do sin sacrifice. Human sacrifice, I would say. In Israel. We don't see that. Where do we see that at in here that we're supposed to do human sacrifice? In the Torah. Show it to me, y'all. They said a lamb, bull, and things of that nature. But we don't see nowhere talk about no god doggone human being. No human being dying for no man's sin, shedding the blood for the remission of our sins. We don't know. That's not nowhere in there. Let's go to here. This is the last one here. Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel put more emphasis on here with this one. Ezekiel 18, 20, and 23. We're going to go all the way down 20 verses 20 through 23, right? Now I'm going, this is my King James because I have it highlighted here in my King James. It says the soul that sinneth. Now remember again, this is Ezekiel 18 verses 20 to 23, right? It says the soul that sinned, it shall die. Y'all heard that? The soul that if you transgress against the Most High, because again, what was it sin? If we have a commandment or we go against the teachings and instructions of the Most High, he tell us don't do this, don't do that, and we go against that. Do just what he told us don't do. what we just did. We transgressed. We went against the Most High. So we what they call, we sinned. We violated. We went against that, right? His orders, his commandments. So we went against that. So we fell into what we call sin. So it says the soul that sinned, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquities of the father, nor shall the son bear the iniquities of the son. The righteous of the righteous shall be upon him. Now, let me stop right there. Now, they said Jesus was a righteous man. He never did anything wrong. He was a righteous man. He was without blemish or sin. That's what they say, y'all. When they say, don't they say that? He was without blemish, as they try to make him like the sacrificial, the Passover lamb or something, because you know how you got to sacrifice something without blemish. That he was without blemish. He's almost like he was white as snow. You know what they would say. But you know, we ain't gonna get in. I almost finna say something about the white as snow, but I recant that. But he was so-called a righteous man. He never did anything wrong according to them. So it says, the righteous of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wicked of the wicked shall be upon him. So the righteous person, hey man, he's gonna get his deeds for being righteous. So the wicked person, oh, you're gonna get what you say, you're gonna get what's coming to you. You're gonna get what's coming to you. No way I'm going to get punished as a righteous individual for what you do wrong. You out here living foul and wild and doing everything against the Most High. Why am I going to get punished for what you did? And you the one doing wrong. You the one bringing wrong up on your own soul with your wickedness. This was Ezekiel, my good brother Ezekiel saying, the prophet. But let's go on to 21 right fast. But it says, if the wicked will turn from all his sin that he has committed and keep all my statutes and do that and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live and he shall not die. Even with that, my brothers and sisters, what do y'all see anything is said about even sacrificing an animal? Even in this verse, what did it say anything about shedding any kind of blood? Even an animal, a dove, a ram. What did it say anything about sacrificing an animal because you did wrong? What did it say? What did it say? This King James, go back King James again now. What did it say? If the wicked will turn from all of his sins that he have committed and learn how to keep the Most High statutes and his commandments, right? And it said, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. Come on now. He said nobody got to die. He didn't say nothing about nobody had to die for you. All you got to do is stop living wicked, man. Woman, stop being unrighteous. That's all the Most High want us to do, brothers and sisters. Y'all don't want to, what do you say, take you out of here? That's why a lot of us, we have went through things, man. We almost I know people have almost lost their life. They've been given chance after chance after chance. Now that's the part when y'all Christians and everybody, y'all want to talk about grace. That's what grace is. What is grace again? You've been given favor. See, the Most High truly have given you grace. Another thing is like a period, a time period. You know, like they give you a grace when your light bill is due. You know, it's due on the 21st, but you ain't got, but like you call for an extension, like, hey man, I'm gonna pay it on the 27th. Okay, we're gonna give you a grace period. Come on in and pay it on the 27th now. You don't come in by the 27th, we're gonna cut this bad boy off now. He's all right. We gave you a grace period. So the Most High, even in that, he give us grace. He find favor in us. He give us a grace period to get ourselves together, even in our wickedness. You know what I'm saying? He might tap you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Some things might happen to you. He might chastise you a little bit, but he still give you a grace period to get your act together. Because all the Most High wants you to do is come on away from your wickedness. So even with this 21 again, though, brothers and sisters, it says the wicked, all you got to do is turn away from your sins. That's all. Because he don't want you to die. Let's keep going right fast. It says all these transgressions that I have, let me see. All his transgressions that he have committed, they shall not be mentioned. Listen now, y'all heard that? Listen how beautiful the Most High is, man. Woo, look at here. All merciful, all wise. He said, all of your transgression, brothers and sisters, that you have done when you turn back. He said that he have done and committed, they should not be mentioned. Unto him in his righteousness that he have done, he shall live. He said, check this out, y'all. 23. This is 23 right here. Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked shall die? Says Yahuwah or Elohim. This is the King James Bible have Lord, the Lord said, the Lord thou God. That's what King James has said, y'all. But it says, but listen what it like y'all say. He said, hey man, listen, do I have any pleasure? Do I have any pleasure that the wicked shall die? Said the Most High. Come on, y'all. And it says, and not that he shall return from his ways and live. That's all you got to do, my brothers and sisters. That's all we had to do. That's all we had to do. Nobody had to come and die for you, lay down their life for you. All you had to do is what? Turn from your wicked ways. Still again, ain't nobody dying for you today. How you getting your sins? Ain't nobody sacrificing. No, because everything racially, you didn't have to sacrifice for every sin in there. Y'all really read and understand the Torah and the Tanakh. You didn't have to sacrifice every dang on thing that you did when you done wrong sin. There were certain things you did he had to sacrifice. They sacrificed lambs. But no, every day you did something you didn't have to do. Man, all you had to do was just turn from your wicked ways. That's all you had to do. Turn from them old wicked ways like a lot of us need to do today. We got to turn from our crooked and wicked ways. Man, the Most High said, again, according to the prophet Ezekiel, when he, the words of Ezekiel, his prophet said, hey, man, what do I have any pleasure? He said, do I have any pleasure? No, I don't. I ain't got no pleasure in you dying, brothers and sisters. I ain't got no pleasure in you. I want you to live. The Most High wants you to live, but he wants you to live righteously. So he wants you to turn from your wicked ways, brothers and sisters. That's all you got to do. Ain't no, all that old, oh, my. Ain't nobody got to die for you, brothers and sisters. Ain't nobody had to die for you. Ain't nobody gonna die for you. Brothers and sisters say this sometimes. Baby, I love you so much, I'll die for you. You just be a dead fool. You gonna die for your own self, but they gonna be still living it. By you dying for them ain't gonna do a dang on thing. I love you so much, I would die for you. I ain't dying for you, Jack. Now, here's another level though. Now, if somebody was breaking in my home and this and my family in the home and me as being the man, now I got to get up and go and protect my family and I get killed in the process. I hope that don't ever happen. But I'm going to try to, protect my family. Either whoever trying to come in here going to get hurt, like the old folks said, they going to get hurt, or I'm going to hurt one of them. But however, I'm going to try to protect my family. And if I get hurt in the process of trying to protect my family, yeah, maybe they can say, well, man, he died trying to protect us. But I was trying to protect my family. That didn't have nothing to do with their sins. I died in the process of protecting my family. It had nothing to do with their sins. Now, that's a different thing. But ain't nobody gonna die for can't nobody die for your transgressions, y'all. Y'all throw that in the trash can. But anyway, my brothers, so that's enough on that one. Let me see what else I got on the table. I got something else on the table. I spent too much time on that one, but it's all praises due. All praises due. I want to share something. That was, when we was on Culture Freedom Radio Network, and peace to all the family, brothers and sisters who was on the network, Culture Freedom, another podcast that we was hosting on. I've talked and spoken several times about our young generation and a lot of things. Like now we're seeing our young generation don't care too much about and some adults too now, but I'm not going to leave y'all out. But they don't care really too much about even thinking about the Most High, care about a Most High. Now, some people like say God. They don't even care too much about none of that. They ain't thinking about none about that. And I'm going to say the adversary has our brothers and sisters. You know, there was some teaching. I ain't going to really get into that too heavy. That's why I'm not a big advocate of, they have this some teachings, out there. And we want to say that we are gods and the black woman is God and this type of stuff and so. And I'm not a big advocate. I was into all of that at one time. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. I was in all of that. But now I know better. I'm not an advocate of all of that because I truly see a lot of that, how it has somewhat maybe gave our people the big head. And it had maybe destroyed the minds of people. They got so arrogant. I'm God. I'm Negro. I'm God around here. But we're seeing really was a youth are being destroyed by the adversary. And I'm going to say the adversary, because see, when they ain't dealing with the Most High, the adversary is that's why I did the show. Y'all did see, remember I did, it was an old show, but I reposted it. And I was talking about how we're acting like Hosea 4:6. And remember it said that, and part of that Hosea 4:6, that it said that I will forget your children. Because, you turned away from my Torah and things of this nature, my commandments. So as a lot of our people today, they into all this occult stuff, witchcraft, all type of foolishness and, all types of stuff. They like to hell with the Most High. Ain't no such thing in the Most High. Damn all this God stuff. So-and-so going on with that. They heck with the Bible, all that, all this old crazy. Get away from here with that. We don't want to hear nothing about no Bible no more. We sick of that. That's what's keeping our people divided. But like I keep asking them, okay, well, y'all that don't have the Bible, y'all don't deal with the Bible, why y'all ain't united then? What's your excuse? Why y'all are not, especially the conscious community, all of y'all Kemetic brothers and sisters, I've been in that community too. Why the hell y'all ain't them united then, right? Teaching people, if y'all say the laws of Ma'at, why y'all ain't got them living righteously under the laws of Ma'at then, right? I'll be waiting on that one. But anyway, so our people, there's a story. Well, it ain't a story. I'm going to share this story. And I live here in this city of Memphis where this happened at. And it was crazy as heck when I was hearing about it. 19-year-old brother went on a, damn near what we're going to say, a one-man terrorist spree in this city. Had this city terrified. Let me see, can I screen share this and play this right fast, brothers and sisters, this video for y'all right fast. Let me see, get this going.
This morning, a man in custody after a night of shootings across Memphis. Residents there on edge, as you may imagine. They were on lockdown for hours. 3 people were killed in what's being called a mobile mass shooting. A 4th victim is linked to the same suspect less than 24 hours earlier. I want to say good morning to Chris Sadeghi, who is following the story from our newsroom. And Chris, a lot of new information overnight.
Yes, Mark, and there's going to be a lot to sort through for police in Memphis today as we await the identities of the victims in 8 different crime scenes after a man went on a shooting spree that left 4 people dead and 3 injured. This is our first look at the new mugshot of 19-year-old Ezekiel Kelly. He was finally arrested.
And look, now this brother here, now this the mugshot now after he got caught. Look how he's smiling. Now he don't shut up all these people, and I'll tell y'all some more about it. Shot up all these people and killed people. Look how he's smiling. Y'all just thinking this is, oh, he just smiled. That's a demonic possession smile. That's the damn demon smile. That's a demon in that, brother. And we're going to get into that after I get this video.
Last night around 9 o'clock after police spent the entire day looking for him. But overnight, we got some more information about the timeline of the events. Police say everything started shortly after midnight Wednesday morning with the first killing. After an arrest warrant was issued in that death, they say Kelly went on his rampage. 7 shootings, and a carjacking. He's accused of killing a woman and taking her SUV before leaving that vehicle behind and carjacking a Dodge Challenger, all while recording much of what he was doing on Facebook. As this terror was unfolding in the city, buildings were locked down and the public bus service was suspended. Kelly was eventually arrested after crashing in a high-speed chase with officers. Take a listen to this man who said he came across one of the victims.
He was bleeding from this area, pretty bad. And then the police came and they told us that we had to leave. But at first we thought it was like he was trying to rob him or something. But then we found out that this guy was just shooting randomly.
And through the shock and the horror of it all, we learned Kelly was sentenced to 3 years in prison back in April of 2021 for an attempted murder that happened in February 2020 when he was just 17 years old. However, he was released from prison in March of this year, and that drew the ire of Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, who defended police but pointed the finger at the judicial system. Kara, back to you.
All right, let me see.
Hello.
Stop this. Yeah, brothers and sisters. Tragic event in this city. 19 years of age. I already had, at 17 and things of this nature, had already killed some more people. Had that charge from, I think they said, first degree dropped down to aggravated assault. Not only him, but like I said, right after that, he was doing the Facebook Live, and I've seen some of the Facebook Live when that after they was still broadcasting this on the news, and they was kind of showing people was still kind of showing the thing on Facebook, and I was watching some of it. My wife was showing me some of the parts where he was on Facebook and he was driving, and the brother was foaming all at the mouth. Yeah, I'm telling y'all that the brother was. I would say I don't get to see. They want to keep chopping it up as these people have mental illness. I'm gonna touch on that. I said to hell with all that. It ain't had nothing to do with no damn mental illness. Some things maybe people with mental, but I'll say, and I've heard this. And I didn't come up with this. I heard somebody. I forgot who it was. Either the pastor or somebody, a spiritual leader that I heard even mention this, and they were saying that a lot of the time they bring these type of things up and wanted us to chop it up to be a mental illness because they don't really want to deal with and teach the people truly that a lot of people out here are demonically possessed. Yeah, a lot of people are demonically possessed, demonically. I'm sorry, y'all. Demonically possessed out here, and they don't want to tell the truth about it, so they just chop it up because they don't want to deal with the spirit. They don't want to have anything to do with the Most High. None of this. So they'll chop it up and say, "Well, he's just mentally ill." It's easy, simple to say they're mentally ill instead of dealing with this demonic spirit in these people. And I gotta even quote old Paul, y'all. Even old Paul in the book of Ephesians. What did even Paul say? We wrestle not with flesh and blood. Didn't he say that? We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but what was it? Principalities and spiritual place, something like to that degree. I forgot how the hell. That's been so long. But didn't Paul even say that? Now I even have to agree with old Paul on that one. We wrestle not with flesh and blood. It ain't just a spiritual, a physical thing, brothers and sisters, that we're dealing with this thing. But the young brother, after he done that, right, the next day or so, it was some other young brothers who went on Facebook making some threats again, saying this damn near the same thing. He's saying that they were going to go out and shoot up some more people too. They was going to go through the city shooting up people. And guess what? They were teenagers too. They got arrested as well. But right here, I got it right here. Paul said, now this King James Version, it says that Ephesians 6 and 12, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness in the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. There it is. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Let me get my complete Jewish study Bible and see how that one reads on there. 'Cause I told you I love to read different versions and get the different way they some people translate it and see how they say this. Here we go. Now this is my what we call a complete Jewish study Bible, and this is what this says here. It would talk about it says use all the armor and weaponry that the Most High provide, so that you will be able to stand against the deceptive tactics of the adversary. I agree, y'all. That deceptive in Paul, y'all. I agree with this one right here. So you'll be able to stand against the deceptive tactics of the adversary. It says, for we are not struggling against human beings. Y'all hear that? This is the complete Jewish study Bible. It says, we are not struggling against human beings, but against the rulers and authorities of the cosmic powers governing this darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realm. Let me say it again, y'all. Against the spiritual forces of evil. I like that one, how they read there. Against the spiritual. So a lot of people, we don't want to deal with the spiritual thing. Everybody want to deal with the spiritual thing, the aspect, and we got people who running around here being inhabited by, and people talk about a Holy Ghost. Well, hell, they got some unholy ghosts in some people around here. They got some unholy spirits in some people. They want to talk about the Holy Spirit. They got some unholy spirits that's lying dormant in some people, and you wondering why the hell was wrong with some of these people. We got to deal with it. See, and that just really gets me a lot of, and tell me, I'm gonna tell y'all something. As biblical people, well, I don't give them you in the Christian church or whatever. See, we got to start dealing with this and making these things known to the world, or in our community. We're gonna say when they get to chopping it up, wait just a minute. No, we got to start dealing with these demons in these people, man. We got to start dealing with these evil forces, these demonic forces that's in these people that's doing it. See, this is why they don't want the Most High even in existence in America. That's why they making these laws in America that goes against the Most High. They are the adversary. You know what they say, ha-shaitan in Hebrew. You know what I mean? The adversary. They are becoming the adversary against the Most High because they're going against him. They're going against everything like they're trying to piss the Most High. It's almost like they putting a chip on their shoulder. Hit. Knock it off, boy. I dare you. I dare you. We make homosexuality the law of the land in America. I dare you to knock the chip off our shoulder. I dare you. They ain't studying the Most High. Do something about it. Anyway, y'all. But that brother, man, we got to do something for our youth. We gotta try hard, my brothers and sisters, to bring our brothers and sisters back in this truth or this word. I remember I said long time. I keep on saying, I keep reiterating. Y'all remember, man, whether it was the church, my grandmama and them grew up in the church. It was certain things that we didn't do, right? Because y'all remember that old, what they said, a fire and brimstone preaching. There's certain things that we wouldn't do because we thought we was going to go to hell. Y'all remember that? I don't care if it was smoking a cigarette. I ain't gonna do that, man. You ain't getting me to go to hell. I ain't going to hell for smoking those cigarettes. It's certain things that we wouldn't do because we thought the Most High was gonna get us and cast us into hell. I ain't going to hell for that, man. Oh no. But our grandparents, whether they was Christians or not, they told us about the Most High, or they told us about don't do this because this is not pleasing to God. As they say, God. Or they say the Lord. This is not pleasing to the Most High. So y'all even think about this. A lot of these things that's going on today. Our sisters are running around here with their backsides all hanging out, twerking every dang on well. Do y'all think the Most High is pleased with that? My sisters, again, let me see. Y'all think? Do you think that the Most High is pleased with you running around here? And I know y'all Israel. I know y'all ain't doing it. And I know the people that's listening to this broadcast. I know y'all ain't doing it, but y'all know some people. Y'all don't see some people that's out here doing it. So I ain't talking to y'all that's actually listening out here. But y'all got it. Y'all got it. I know y'all know better. But do you think, my sisters, that the Most High is pleased with you doing that? No, he ain't. No, he not. Brothers, do you think that the Most High is pleased with you mistreating and doing the thing that you doing to these women? Even got some of them out here in the strip club. Some of you brothers, you put the women out there on the street. You want to be you want to be like, what's his name, Don Juan. You want to be a pimp. You want to be a player. You put some of these women out here. You catch a woman so innocent. You catch her, and her weakest state of mind. Young sisters on, having problems at home life, and y'all catch them when they vulnerable and put them out there on the street and pimping them out. You think the Most High is pleased with that? Huh? You think the Most High is pleased with you, brothers? No, he ain't. I can't really answer for the Most High, but I won't say he ain't. I won't say he's not. I'm gonna use, if I can use some proper English, which I'm not an Englishman, but I'm going to say no. No. So we got to have some corrective behaviors around here, brothers and sisters. So and our children are looking at this. Let's go to the book of Dabarim, which is called Deuteronomy. We read this part called the Shemai. Let me start at the Shemai. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. We just start there at Deuteronomy 6 and 4. And it says, and I just read it off in English for a lot of y'all. It says, Hear, O Israel. Hear, O Israel. Yah, our Elohim, our power is one. We usually say it as Shema Israel, Eloheinu, Shalaki. Shema Israel, Yahol, Eloheinu, Yahol, Akkad. That is to say, hear, O Israel, Yahweh, our Elohim, our power, Yahweh is one. And it says, you are to love Yahweh, your Elohim, with all of your heart, and with all of your being, and with all of your resources. These words which I am ordering you today are to be on your heart. Check it out, y'all. This is verse 7. And this is what's really need to be done. And you are to teach them carefully to your children. You are to talk to them when you sit at home. When you are traveling on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. It says, tie them on your hand as a sign. But he's just talking about, but going back to the part where he's talking about the learning the commandments and things of the Most High. Said we are to teach to carefully, y'all mix it, carefully teach. Now that was a complete Jewish Bible, how to read. To carefully teach our children. And that was in Moshe time. He was talking to the children of Israel at that time. But still, again, that still applies to us because these things are supposed to be done, what, y'all? Throughout our generation. Throughout our generation. So, like I said, at the time that I was growing up, even though mama and them, grandma and them was talking about Jesus, but they was telling us what the Lord was displeased with, the Most High. They were saying the Lord, though. And I don't know, they might have been talking about Lord Jesus. But they said, the Lord is not pleased with this. But they were just telling you about some of your actions that was displeasing. So we have to be able to tell our children today, brothers and sisters, the things that they're doing is displeasing to the Most High. It ain't cool going out here shooting up folk. You think that's cool going out here randomly shooting up folk. If you're not protecting your family from intruders, somebody trying to rape your mama, your daughter or something, because there was a brother right before that happened, kidnapped a woman who was jogging, 4 something in the morning, kidnapped her, and find out he ended up raping her and killing her. A brother, when it was and it was a Caucasian woman that he killed. Y'all know they gonna hang his black ass too, because, excuse my French, but he had been in prison for that before. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I go with this story. Both of these brothers, I forgot, he wasn't the guy that did that kidnapping. I forgot how old he was. He wasn't a teenager, but he had been in trouble with the law, or what they call the criminal criminal system and justice system, even as all the way as a teenager. They said when he was a teenager, I forgot how old he was, 14, 15, something to that nature, that he raped. Now check this out, y'all. He about 15, I think it was. The one that I'm talking about that kidnapped and raped this Caucasian woman and killed her. He raped another male boy when he was a teenager himself. He raped another boy when he was a teenager. He kidnapped, he was already in prison. I think he'd been out about, 2 years, something like that. Yeah, he'd been out about 2 years before he caught this charge, because he was already in there for kidnapping. And he got out, early release, and got out, kidnapped this woman, and raped and killed her. There's a problem. I can't speak about the rest of y'all cities, but I've been hearing certain things that it is. But especially in this city, now they're trying to address the problems that's going on with our youth and teenagers. Because they're doing a lot of foolishness out here. And a lot of it, I would say, we had to get them back, man. Whether they want to hear it or not, we got to preach the most out of them, man. We got to preach the most out. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Nobody want to hear nothing about that. Well, hell, I tell you what I want to hear, because I'm going to tell you something. I was one of them at one time. My juvenile record was off the frame. Well, off the Richter scale. My juvenile record was piss poor. I flipped over to my adult life as well. But I tell you, one of these days, this one day though, I decided I got sick and tired of my damn self. I got sick and tired of my foolish self going in and out of prison. I was incarcerated at that time. I was in a detention center. I got sick and tired of that when I went to the parole board and them folks came in there. My mama was there. My mother was there. At the parole board, and here's her son. And to your mom, you always baby. You always that baby. You think about you still. You was in mama's arm. You a little sweet little child. And for a mother to hear these words about her child, and that's what I thought about. For a mother to hear this about her child, no matter I got my little bad ass in jail right now. But still, I'm my mother's child. And the people at the parole board tell you, well, we can't give you parole because you're a threat to society. You're a threat to society. You are there was another word they used. I know the word threat to society. And it was another one. Something violent, something, but it was a label that no mother want to hear that about her child. They're like, that's my baby. No, that my baby ain't like that. That's my baby. Don't be talking about my baby. My baby ain't no threat to society. And when they said that, and they told you, I got to come back so many months, seeing my mother sit there and cry at that parole board, I said, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. Seeing my mother sit there and cry, I had to get seeing that and what them folks said. I said, you know what? I'm sick of you. I was talking to myself. I said, I'm sick of you and your damn foolishness. You gonna get you some damn get right, because you hurting people, man. You listen, man. You might not realize what you really hurting your damn self, being locked up, taking time out of your life, being behind damn cages and stuff, like you a damn slave. But look at the people you're hurting. My little brother at the time, I think he was like 8 or something in that nature. He used to come see me when I was incarcerated. He asking my mother, how come my brother can't come home with me? Home with us? He don't understand what's going on. That's hurtful, man. That was hurtful. I said, man, you got to change, man. Look at the people you're affecting. Look at the people you're affecting. So I decided at that moment I started going to, man, every time the doors open, I don't give a damn what kind of service they had. I was going to church service, hell, Muslim service, hell, I don't care what kind of service they would have. I was gone. The door open, I'm gone. Phew, I'm going out. So I was going to a lot of church classes. But it was some brothers in there. There was a brother who was a Nation of Islam, studying with the Nation. I started studying with them, talking to them, and he was telling me, about the black man, so and so, this, that, and another. I'm like, whoa. And so that kind of got me, and it's like that gave me my discipline. And that kind of played me like, and that was what I needed. And so I ended up took Shahada though as a Orthodox Sunni Muslim. But in my path went on from there. I got out and my path went on from there. And I've been on this road trying to serve the Most High ever since though. Even though I was in Islam, but I got out of that a little bit and went back into the Kemetic thing. But I still been always trying to serve, or even just having, still again, as they say, a love and respect for the Most High. But I had to try to find out exactly who was this Most High I'm trying to serve. So we got to get our brothers and sisters. So, it's that I had to get a word that changed my life. It was some things that made me change my life because of the situation. And I tell y'all, man, and like I said, I tell people this on the Coach of Freedom. I had dropped out in the 7th grade. I did. I got into some trouble, man. Went through the 7th grade damn near twice because I wouldn't go to school. Hell. And so I basically dropped out. I went to Job Corps and never got out of that too. So basically, if anybody would say I only had damn near, I'm not, afraid to say. They're like at the church, y'all. This is my living testimony. And I'm going to show you how the Most High really have truly worked with me and then say, bless me, man. I ain't ashamed to say it. This is my testimony. I never went back and got a GED, and I went a couple of times, but I didn't ever get that, none of that stuff. I'm going to tell y'all, when I was locked up, tell y'all the book, How I Learned How to Read. As the Most High is my witness. I wouldn't lie on the Most High, y'all. I ain't finna lie on the Most High. How I learned how to read. I started learning how to read with the Bible. And it wasn't like it was something I just wanted to have as to read. When I was downtown in 201 Memphis, and I had a cellmate, I'm sitting there, I'm bored. I'm like, bro, you got anything to read? He's like, man, all I got is the Bible. All I got is the Bible. So, man, I read that, man. I really don't know how to really read, but I'm bored, though. I really can't just read that good. I couldn't read that good, but I'm bored, though, So I got the Bible. And the brother told me. And he said, man, you go ahead and just, hold it on there. Hold that Bible, read it. But anyway, so he always told me in it, he said, before you open that Bible up and read it, he said, always ask the Most High to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He said, before you start reading, ask the Most High to give you the wisdom and knowledge and the understanding. So I started reading a little bit, I started getting into it, and I might read it. Let me see, I'm gonna give me a Bible right here. Like I might go to the book of Genesis. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I ain't got no reading. I mean, I'm gonna tell the truth about myself, y'all, because listen here, I'm gonna tell the truth, because I'm gonna tell you, man, how the Most High truly helped me. I ain't got no shame in the game, where the Most High helped me. So I don't mind telling my story. Like right here in Genesis, you start off like say in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I might have been reading like this here, y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was. I was reading like that real slow, and reading like, well, it's hard. You couldn't hardly read. That's how it was. But and I kept praying and asking the Most High to help me and this, that, and another. And as I kept on getting into the word, like it's things that brothers and sisters, that I try to go back and learn as I'm, more studying things. I try to go back and learn like science, social studies, and all of this type of things. Now, not now, but back then, I couldn't still grasp that. But anything that had to do with so-called religion, as they say, religion or spirituality, it was like, boom, boom. You know how they say you have to find a curriculum Most time they say reading our children don't succeed in school because the curriculum is nothing based towards them. So that was me seeing like it seemed like when I got into spirituality and religion, what they call, man, I tell you, ooh, my brothers and sisters, I was like, bam, bam, I was on it. It was like, man, like I remember Dr. York used to say, a DNA explosion. That's what it was like. So I started learning, man. I was on it. I was on it. So we got to get out. We got to do something to get our brothers and sisters, help our young brothers and sisters, because that right there, that right there going throughout the city, shooting up people. Our elders can't sit on the porch like they used to, man. I'm in the South, like I said, Memphis, man. Our elders can't go on the porch like they used to and really sit out there. They terrified to sit out there for somebody come through shooting up the place. It shouldn't be this way, my brothers and sisters. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. We have gotten a long way. And I was having a conversation. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, though. I don't know how long I've been in here, probably too long. But it's good. As long as I'm talking about the Most High and trying to help, man. I don't really care about the longness. But I appreciate y'all for taking the time and even listening, though. A brother, and I was thinking about this, and that show you how me and this brother was on the same accord. Now, my brother, he studied with the Nation and God's and Nerve. But, he's really concerned. He's a young brother. He's a young brother. I think he's in his late 20s. Peace to my brother LJ. Peace to my brother LJ. He was having a conversation, and I was thinking about this last week, and I was thinking about doing a show and even presenting this, talking about this. After that situation happened in Memphis. But my brother, we was talking today. He was building and having a conversation, and he brought this out about this. I ain't gonna really go into what he was bringing out, what happened to him. But he was, visiting some places, and was asking them, do they have anything that they have for people who's maybe non-members, that they have programs that anybody can come in and learn martial arts and, some things of this nature. And basically, like, they was just, but a roundabout way, they was like, nah, if you ain't a member, you ain't gonna be getting no classes like that. And that's what I was thinking myself. And I told him, brother, when he told me the little story, it's a longer story. I'm just showing it, I was thinking about that same thing. And I even said that a lot of, and I told him, I said, man, you know what, brothers, we might say, like, with the elders, some of the elders along the way might fail the youth and so and such and this and that. But a lot of our organizations are failing our people too. Yeah. A lot of our so-called organizations, faith-based communities and all of these type of things are failing us, failing our communities as well. Let me give y'all a reason what I'm saying here. Now, and I'm going to throw some names out. The Nation of Islam has a group called the FOI. I used to go there and visit them when I was in Islam. I used to go there and visit on Monday nights sometime, not all the time, because I wasn't a registered Muslim in the Nation of Islam, but I used to go there and, see the classes. And they had men's only meeting on Mondays. They teach you how to drill, do the marches and, and drill and all that military drills and just a lot of different things, different kind of classes for men, real discipline type stuff. And we know we got some Israelite groups out here. Y'all can see a lot of the brothers. Just like say, if you even look at ISUPK and when them brothers out there on the camps, how they be in formation, y'all better know that they are trained to go out there to know how to set up the camp, far as not just to set up there and teach, but far as actually for security and things of that nature. Look at what's that? Israel United in Christ. Y'all see them when they had their rallies and they go out, hundreds of brothers. Y'all best to believe, and look how they be in like military form. These brothers are trained to do that and disciplined like military style, right? So not just on, and it's almost put you in the mind of the Nation of Islam when y'all seen Malcolm that time raise up his hand. That's too much power for one man to have. Y'all remember the movie Malcolm? So anyway, they have some similarity to things just like the Nation of Islam, that military type thing, and some of them brothers probably get into teach martial arts and self defense classes and. But here's what I'm saying too. Here's what I'm saying. I'm thinking now, I don't have that because like they'll say, me and David, we the only two brothers. We by ourselves, so we don't have no congregation to do that. But I used to be in one thing. I used to be a part of a black militia. Yeah, but that's a whole nother subject, y'all. I ain't get into that. But I used to be in a part of a thing of the black militia at one time. So I was. Never mind. I was up there in the ranks. So I did a lot of the training and all of these type of things in the fields and all of these type of things. Still, get out here and do what I got to do by myself, y'all. But so I still train. Don't y'all think Ahrayah don't still train. So I still get out in them woods and everything, and I still train. But that's another whole subject. But here's I want to go back there. And like me and my brother was saying, why is it that everything you got to join your damn organizations to get this? We see the dire need of our brothers who need discipline. And we see the FOI, they real discipline. We see some of our Hebrew brothers out there, how they be in formation and they got that military style, and teach them how to be disciplined. But why is it that we got to have somebody to join our damn organizations to get this discipline that we are getting? When we see how our brothers, it's just like, the Masons will tell you some, well, we only taking good men and making them better. Well, I gotta join your damn organization. I gotta make a secret oath. If I'm a good man, I gotta take a secret damn oath for you to train me to come out. I'm already good now. Y'all say I'm good, but you're trying to make me better. But I gotta take a damn secret oath to who knows who and who knows what. I ain't gonna get into that on this show. This ain't what this is about. But I got to join your stuff, though. You just can't help me to be a better man. I got to join your damn stuff and go through all these rituals and all this kind of stuff. I got to join your goddamn I got to join the Nation of Islam. I got to come on and be a Hebrew Islam. Y'all just can't have a program. Now, here's what it is. Now, why is it that we cannot? I don't have no major congregation to do this. So y'all, like I said, we by ourselves, as y'all say. We by ourselves. But still, again, brothers, if we got all of this proper thing that can truly help the community, why can't we have something? I'm just asking for non-members. Just say like on a night like the Nation of Islam. I'm just saying Nation of Islam. They had men only meeting on Mondays. That's for registered. Not well. You ain't got to be in the nation because I used to go and I was Sunni. I went. I wasn't in the nation, but I went. But why can't they have something just maybe set aside or something for a night? If you not a member, non-members, we ain't finna preach to you. We ain't finna do none of that. We know they had like certain classes like the MGT, Nation of Islam, the Western women classes. Well, I know they used to, I don't know too much about it if they still have it or not. But they had it where they teach the women how to sew, I think they cook and do things of that nature. Why can't they have classes and things that teach learning skills and different skills for men? We have classes teach about young manhood and all of this stuff to help be better fathers and young men learn how to be better men. Without you being a member. We just have some classes just like manhood classes. We just call it damn manhood classes. And we just teach about different things about how to I'm just trying to think of something, y'all, off top of the dome. If you're a man, especially like as a father, maybe trying to get into fatherhood, how to do things to help manage your home as a father or whatnot. We have different kind of classes on that level, and to help brothers dealing with finances and all of this type of stuff or whatever, right? And hell, even self-defense classes to teach you how to protect your home, to protect your family in your home. I even out on the street without being a member. So these classes, we ain't gonna read you no Bible. We ain't finna read you no Quran. We ain't doing none of that. We just teaching class. You ain't got to listen here. We got other classes on them nights. Y'all can come on Wednesday nights. Y'all can come on Tuesday night. You can come on the other nights when we teaching Bible. But right now, we just trying to teach you discipline skill. We're trying to teach you some really skills going to help you, that truly help you better your life. And then some of these people, when they come as non-member, might go ahead and join your organization, whatnot, because they appreciate what you're doing. But it ain't always that somebody should be able to have to join our damn organizations and join our damn groups to get these disciplines. These young brothers, especially with these young brothers out here today, man, because if we don't get them now, man, the world damn sure gonna get them. And the world getting them. The world is getting them. The adversary is getting them because we're not. We're not. Y'all talking about somebody saving lives. Y'all want to talk about Jesus saving lives. Listen here, man. Is it not a scripture? Is it not a scripture? Let me take that back. But is it not a verse somewhere or something where so-called Jesus said that you would be able to do greater works than he? Oh, let me find it, y'all, because hell, I gotta look it up through my Bible because I ain't read that in so long, y'all. But is it not said? Let me see here. That Jesus said that you should do greater works than he. Let me make sure. Let me make sure, y'all, because I hadn't read that in so long. Okay, here we go. Let me see. That's John 14 and 12. Let me see. John 14 and 12. See, some things I gotta, because I ain't read in some of this stuff in so long, especially this so-called New Testament, y'all. But I ain't read in so long because I'm not really into that no more than the gospel. I'm trying to get more acclimated into the Tanakh. But certain things it'll come to my mind. It'll come to my mind about certain these verses. Let me see. Let's get this right fast. 14 and 12 of the book of John. Now, I know y'all will get your King James version. Get y'all King James. I'm just going to read it first from my complete Jewish study. But I just like the way these read sometimes. Let me see. 14 and 12. That's 14 and... Bear with me, y'all. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. Okay, here we go. That's 14 and 12. And it says... Make sure this is the right one. Okay, I'm just read it here. It says, yes, indeed, I tell you that whoever trusts in me will also do the works I do. Indeed, he will do greater ones because I am going, because I am going to the Father. But let me go back and read that again, y'all. Read it right now. I'm reading like I just started off reading, like I was telling y'all earlier, right? Let me go right here. It says, 14 and 12 of the book of John, it says, yes, indeed, I tell you that whoever trusts in me will also do the works that I do. Interesting. Indeed, he will do greater ones. Well, wait a minute, y'all. So if you believe, my brothers, well, you Christians, you Israelites, if you believe in him, a lot of y'all talk about, well, we're going to wait on the Jesus to come back and do it. We're waiting on the Lord Jesus to come do it. We're waiting on the Messiah, the Christ to do it. He told you. And John 14, or according to John, we're going to say that now because we don't have an actual book of Yahweh. We don't have an actual book of Yeshua. We ain't got no actual book of Jesus. So all you have is what somebody else said that he said. That's all we got now. That's all we got to go off of. But I'm saying, according to what John written that he's supposed to say it says that if you believe in him, that you will be doing the works that he did. So when y'all brag about the things that Jesus so-called did, why you not doing them? Huh? When COVID, pastors, when COVID came, then he said that you should be able to go out and heal the sick. Hell no, what y'all were doing? Shut down the churches, and now y'all telling people y'all having vaccination sites set up. I better shut up, but they might not even let this here. They might take this down. But y'all setting up vaccination shots at the church. Y'all ain't laying hands, as y'all say, laying hands on folks. Y'all ain't healing nobody. Y'all ain't laying hands on folks healing no damn body. Y'all telling them to go get the what? The vax. Tell them to go get lined up and get the vax. So y'all ain't doing nothing. He said, y'all ain't doing what he did. But you say you believe in them. Now, y'all see, y'all don't even believe. Truly, honestly, though, most Christians don't believe in those gospels in the first place. Y'all know what they believe in? They believe in every damn thing Paul over there said. Everything they do. I'm going to tell the truth. I got to tell it. What grandma them say, man? Tell the truth and shame the devil. I got to tell the truth and shame him today, y'all. Listen, they listen to most of what the damn Paul says, and they actually, the person who they actually said they follow. So if you said you believe in Jesus, Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, why are you not doing greater works than he? That's what John said. He said, now, I didn't see it. I didn't make that up. I didn't write that Bible, y'all. I did not write that Bible. It said that you will be able to do greater works than he. Listen, first of all, you will be able to do what I do. And then it turned around and said, you will be able to do even greater works than what I did if you believe in me, because he said, I'm going to the Father. That's what it said. That's what the book said. I ain't say it. And I'm talking to y'all who into that. Y'all know I'm Tanakh only. I'm Tanakh only, but that's what it said. I'm telling you what it said. So y'all want to preach all this stuff about Jesus did. Wait till the Lord, let Jesus work it out. No, hell no. He didn't tell you let him work it out. He told you going to be able to do it. If he did it, you should be able to do it too. That's why even in your, God, come on, y'all. I'm about to go back to church and preach again. Y'all, I'm about to go back to church and preach on this one here. That's why he even told you, I can do nothing of myself, but what I see the Father do. So ain't y'all, I said, ain't y'all. Am I using proper English? I don't know. I told y'all I'm not an Englishman. But if y'all say that y'all, and I remember one time I read this thing called, I looked at the definition. It says what Christian mean. It says one who follow the teachings and example, as they say, of Christ, like that's his last name. But basically they should have said Yeshua or Jesus. But a Christian is one who follow the teachings and examples of Jesus. Now check this out. Now, if Jesus supposed to have been, as it says in one of them verses right there, somewhere in Matthew said that, I can do nothing of myself, but what I see the Father do, I do. So he's following the teachings and examples of the Most High. So if he following the teachings and example of the Most High by seeing everything he do, and he do it, and then he tell you right there in John, if you believe in me, you can do what I do, because what? He doing what the Father do. He ain't doing nothing different. He doing what he see the Father do. So you should be able to do the same thing that as he's seeing the Father do. You should follow that, as you saying you Christian, following the teaching and examples, as he's following the teaching and examples of the Father. You should be following the same thing, that same suit, and doing the same old thing, really following out the way that the Most High is doing. You following out the instructions or the example that the Most High is setting. So you ain't got no excuse. Why the hell you waiting on somebody to come out the sky and save you? If you following his teaching and example, y'all, you got to do is know the Most High and get in touch with the Most High like he's supposed to have done, right? Because what he say again, y'all? I can do nothing of myself, but what I see the Father do, I do. So what the hell you waiting on him for? All you got to do is call on Abba, call on Yah, because he said, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing on my own. I have no power but out the Most High. Is it not written as well in one of those gospels? He said that when he was on the cross, or before he even got to the cross, when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane. Because y'all teach that, see, it's written through the prophecy that he was a willing sacrifice. How in the heck do it sound like a man is a willing sacrifice when he's in the Garden of Gethsemane talking about, would you please let this cup pass from me? That don't sound like no damn willing sacrifice to me. That don't sound like no prophecy to me, that it was prophesied that he had to come die for your sin. That don't sound like no prophecy to me. That don't sound like no prophecy. Because y'all saying it was written that he was going to die. Well, is it written that he was going to pray and ask, let the cup pass from him? Let this cup of death pass from him? Oh, y'all don't want to touch on that, do you? Y'all don't want to touch on that, do you? Y'all don't want to touch on it. Is that not in the garden? Is that not written though in the Garden of Gethsemane? And then is it not written in there that when he was in the on the cross, as he already prayed now, didn't he? Then he already supposed to have prayed please let this cup of death pass from me. But if it be thy will, and that's exactly what everything's supposed to be. If it's the Most High's will, let the Most High will be done. Let the Most High will be done. So he said, let this cup of death pass from me, but Lord, but the Most High, if it be your will, let your will be done. So, but then he get on there and said that Eli, Eli, lem sabachthani. My God, as they said, y'all, how it's written. Eli, Eli, lem sabachthani. My God, why have thou forsaken me? So wait a minute. Do the how in the hell that sound like a willing sacrifice? If he prayed first to let the cup of death pass from him, and then he's on the cross, and then he holler about, why, my God, why have thou forsaken me? Now, really though, that has been inserted in there from the book of Psalms. There was something that was dealing with David that they inserted it in there to make it look like he really said that. That ain't nothing, to try to make that was prophecy. See, that was prophecy. That's in the book of Psalms. That's in Psalms 22. It was prophesied. Now, wait a minute. The book of Psalms ain't even no prophecy, book of prophecy. Uh-oh. We're going to have to get into all this here too, y'all. The book of Psalms is not a book of prophecy. There's a song book. Like I tell y'all, what song did the Temptation had? It was a song of prophecy. What song did the Isley Brothers, the OJs, what song did they have that was a prophecy song? So when he said, I ain't too proud to beg, David Ruffin said, I ain't too proud to beg. So was that prophecy for brother Ahrayah? Said, I ain't tell my wife, I ain't too proud to beg. See, it's prophesied, baby. I know you was about to leave me, so I ain't too proud to beg. Please don't go. Please don't leave me, girl. Please don't you go. See, David Ruffin prophesied that I was going to tell you that. Is that, come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I know y'all, you clowning, man. You clouded. You need to stop. You been drinking you some Jesus juice, ain't it? There wasn't no water you was drinking, Ahrayah. Yes, that is water, y'all. That's water. But you got something in that water. That's some Everclear. That's something there. No, I'm just trying to tell the truth, y'all. I know it said about an hour, but hell, that's way over an hour. But anyway. See, when y'all look at this thing, man, it makes sense to you. And I be saying these type of things sometime in a jokingly way, but he's trying to get you to look at these type of things and to be able to truly get an understanding. So we have to change the condition of our people, man. That's why we say, man, as on Culture Freedom, we're here to try to liberate the minds of our people. We truly got to liberate the minds of our people, for sure. Again, and I'm going to end on this note. Again, as I talked about in kind of like starting in the beginning about being alone. I didn't say about people being alone. So just again, brothers and sisters, don't you worry. If you're teaching Tanakh and you're standing on truth with the Tanakh, teaching the Most High Word, teaching His commandment, teaching His instructions to the people, don't you worry about what they saying about you by yourself. Because like I said, truly, you really not. If you're really standing with the Most High, you're not by yourself. Don't worry about no numbers. Don't worry about them damn numbers. That'll come if you're teaching righteousness. If you on YouTube, however you do your thing, hey, that'll come if you're teaching righteousness. Don't worry. And then even when your numbers come, don't you still worry about that. You worry about delivering the word of the Most High. Don't get big-headed with it like some of them. Don't get big-headed. Don't get arrogant when people do come, because this ain't about you. It may come through you, but it ain't about you. Let me say that one more time, y'all. It may come through you, but it ain't about you. Let the Most High have you as a vessel. So I would rather be by my lonesome teaching this word of the Most High than to be in an organization or a group of hundreds and a group of thousands that's teaching other than truly the word of the Most High, truly teaching a doctrine. That's in one of y'all books. That's in Matthew again, which they got that out of Tanakh too. Y'all know that, don't it? Teaching, it says what? Teaching the doctrines and commandments of men. And that's what a lot of y'all are getting. Y'all are getting from some of these camps. Y'all have gotten doctrines, teachings, and doctrines and commandments of men. Nothing that y'all really truly said. Y'all have gotten doctrines and teachings, which is of the commandments of men. Some your camp leader don't made up because he didn't like what this other person was teaching over here. So he don't dilly-dally and made up some other stuff and came up with his own little doctrine. Don't start his own little branch over here. And here's somebody else that probably was a part of it too. They don't did the same thing. They don't spread off. You know, they say, man, like troops spread their wings. They don't spread their wings and flew over there and don't start them a little camp. And a lot of them just doing it because they arrogant, they egotistical, they want their own little damn spotlight. They can't stand being under, standing alone behind nobody else. Some of them want that spotlight for themselves. So they come up with some old crazy damn doctrine that sound different from anybody else and hoping somebody gravitate to that foolishness because it sound so different from everybody else, what everybody else is teaching. And some people don't want to be like everybody else. They want to be different. I don't want to wear the same shoes everybody else got. I want my own type of looking like shoes. So they got their own crazy ass doctrine. Excuse my English, y'all. They got their own mixed up crazy doctrine out here. But I'd rather be by my lonesome. Again. Because I want to please the Most High, not men. I want to please the Most High. I've been out here in the world, pleasing the world. And that got me in a world of damn trouble. Y'all hear what I'm saying? And that got me in a world of trouble when I went out here into the world trying to please the world and please the ways of the world. It got me in a bunch of damn trouble. So I like, you know what? It's time to do it Yah's way. Y'all say like Yahweh, it's time to do it Yahweh. I did it my way. Like what is it like Elvis say and Frank Sinatra? I did it my way. And I screwed the heck up. I screwed up. So why not? Okay, well, let me try it the Most High's way. And y'all, what a good journey this has been. What a wonderful journey this has been. All praise, all honor, and all glory, y'all, to the Most High Yah. Thank y'all for tuning in right here again to Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. Like I said, shalom to my brother David Israel. And we thank y'all, brothers and sisters. We got to keep on doing our best to teach the word of the Most High, regardless if they want to hear it or not. What they say, y'all, sound the trumpet. Cry loud like the King James. Cry loud, spare not. Cry loud, my brothers and sisters. If they want to hear it or not. Let's get that right fast. Isaiah 58 and 1. Now I'm gonna read from the King. I'm just sticking with my Safar. I mean, not Safar tonight. Complete Jewish study Bible tonight. I'm just sticking with that one. Like I said, I like how read a lot of time. But we gotta keep on sounding the trumpet, brother, because we're in dire need right now. A lot of things. Isaiah or Yeshayahu 58 and 1 says, shout out loud. Don't hold back. Raise your voice like a safar. Y'all know what the safar, like the little ram horn. Y'all know. I know y'all in Israel. Y'all know. The King James Version say a trumpet. Raise your voice like the safar. Proclaim. This is what y'all said. Proclaim to my people who rebel. No, excuse me. Shalaki. Proclaim to my people what rebels they are. To the house of Yaakov their sins. That's what it says here, y'all. We have to shout out loud, brothers and sisters. It said, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't spare none, my brothers and sisters, because the adversary is not sparing at all. The adversary is not sparing at all. We see the news all the time. We see what's happening in our communities. We see what's happening in the nation. We see all what's happening around the world. So we don't have time. We don't have time to be silent anymore. We ain't got time to be whispering. This the Most High says here that we have to shout out loud. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to proclaim the Most High's word. Shout out loud. Don't hold back, man. Raise your voice like a safar. It says to proclaim, sorry, to my people what rebels they are. How we have rebellion against the Most High. I don't want to hear my not that God stuff. Y'all see like even on Sonnet of them how they always going against the Bible. They always talking. They whole thing is against Israel. They whole thing, that whole platform is always against Israelites. And nobody else. They're always against the Israelites. Always. Just rebellions, Negroes. So again, told them to tell them, proclaim to them what rebels they are. But we got to show our people though, and how in their rebellions, how you're sinning, man. Show Jacob, Yaakov, the house of Israel, their sins. Thank y'all, brothers and sisters, and thank y'all. Shout out to my good sister, my sister Mama Pearl as well. Y'all can check her show out. She have a show right there on our other network, which is on Blog Talk, the Mama Pearl Show. Check her out every Thursday. Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. She did an outstanding show last Thursday. I got to finish listening to it. I'll be honest, I only got into like the first 10 minutes or so. I got to get back into it. But she did one that said, Mamas are tired. I should have brought this up earlier. Mamas are tired. What y'all would say, mothers. Mamas are tired. Sure enough, mamas are tired. Mamas, real mothers, are tired of their babies being slaughtered, murdered out here in these streets. Mamas are hurting. Like I said again, hearing the news about their babies when they're being called savages and animals, and when they're hearing this, my precious, and I even think about this, y'all. When, like, because even when the brother Ezekiel Kelly, this is every time something happened now, the Most High, I said that, I'm going to tell y'all that night that happened, and I forgot this here. I tell you, the night that happened, and he got caught maybe 10 minutes away from where I live at, where they caught him at. He got caught like 10 minutes away from where I live at. But that night after they caught him, I was just watching the news. I laid in the bed and get ready to go to sleep, so I can get ready for work the next morning. It was the Most High's willing, but I made it to get up. But anyway, I laid there and I was laying there and I was thinking about that young brother, and it was, even though he went out and did all that killing, but I was thinking about him, and it took me back. I didn't know him as a child, but it took me back and was thinking about, like I was saying, that once was somebody's little bitty precious child running around the house, little precious child playing with little toys. That was somebody, precious little baby. And look what he grew up, because certain things in society probably influenced him to turn out and how he became. That still is somebody's child that went out and murdered and slaughtered some other folks' precious children. Even though they're grown, but they're still, again, y'all, to a mother, you never grow old. You still a little baby. So I thought about that young brother. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, I had tears, and I started tearing up in my eyes that night as I laid there, just thinking about us as a people and what we are doing to each other and how we're hurting each other. And I know that the Most High is not pleased. And it hurt, man. I teared up that night, brothers and sisters. And I said, I'm tired, man. I'm sick and tired of this, man. I've been there, though, but it hurt, man. A lot of things we are failing, though, as a society, as a community of people. When our young children out there, we're seeing them going through these revolving doors at juvenile court. We got to do something to stop this, man. Like I said, we got to do something, get them some discipline, brothers and sisters in there. Whether I don't give a damn what group you in, we ain't got to let them join. They got to listen here. We got to do some kind of outreach. They ain't got to join your goddamn organization, man, to get this there. They need it. We need something for our children, man. We need something for our young brothers and sisters, man. We got to stop all this. You got to join my goddamn organizations to get this stuff, man. And excuse my language, y'all, but I'm sick and tired of this, man. That young brother, man, that night that he did that, this city, they put the city on basically, like they said, they basically said put the city on lockdown. There was some people down at the, they call it the AutoZone, the AutoZone Park where they play baseball. They wouldn't even let the people leave the baseball stadium because he was just riding around the city, just going all over the city, just doing random shooting. They didn't know where he was because he kept changing. Now, how can you defend it? Because he kept changing up cars, so they didn't know what kind of car he was in. So they just put the city on lockdown. The buses stopped running. The public buses, they shut the bus system down for a while. Because, I mean, he was just randomly shooting people. 19-year-old brother, man. 19-year-old brother had a city on lockdown, a whole major city of millions in this city of Memphis. Had it on, people were still out, doing what they're doing, but they was trying to tell people, hey, man, shelter in place. Y'all would have thought the goddamn Taliban, where they was talking, the Taliban was out. I even thought about it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because I do sanitation work. And I told my wife, I said, man, Lord, I hope they catch him before in the morning time. I hope they catch him before morning. I just want to think about, I said, because I ain't nowhere in the hell. I said, I don't know if I told my wife just like that. I said, I don't know if I'm finna go to work and be behind no damn garbage truck. I don't know, because, it ain't like I'm saying I'm scared. But then again, how can you don't know what the hell he driving. And he just randomly going around shooting. You don't know you don't know what to look for. Every damn car with a drove, you been paranoid like a mother sucker. You just been paranoid like a mother sucker. I like, man, but they caught him tonight. But I sure did. I'm like, hey, man, hell no. I'm not. Even because you could be strapped. Even though I would have been standing out there with a damn pistol in my hand trying to dump a damn garbage can. Hey, man, look, I don't still know what I'm looking for. I don't know, because hell, he driving around in different cars. But the Most High, and everybody just thought off top they was gonna kill him. They already know. Man, they was going to kill that young brother. I said, well, he ain't going to make it. They going to kill him. Because he had said it. He said he gonna have a shootout with the police. He said it on Facebook. I'm going out with a bang. I'm going to shoot out with the police. And don't y'all know they didn't kill him? Not one shot was fired. That's amazing, ain't it? But we always talking about the police always killing black folks. Not one shot was fired. That was something else to me there. I would have thought when he said he was going to have a shootout with the police, I'm like, oh, yeah, that story, he ain't finna end right. He going around terrorizing the city, young black man. Damn, I was shocked when they said he's in custody. The city is in pain, and we should be as too, because of our youth. They said our youth is our future. What kind of future we gonna have, my brothers and sisters, if it's like this? If it's like this. Like I tell you, man, and y'all know David Israel and myself, we can't stand this whole drug thing. I don't give a damn. It's marijuana. We don't like it. We can't stand it. Because like I tell you, man, this is one thing they're trying to keep our people sedated. Whether it's weed, whatever, they keep our people sedated and keep your mind befogged. And I remember even Islam, I was looking up that the other day because I remember that word. And it says befogged. Because it was talking about in Islam, before you pray, it says do not go to prayer. Do not go before the Most High in prayer with your mind befogged. And it befogged is like you got things on your mind and you just like trying to go through the motion and just pray, but you got other things, your mind is fogged up with all kind of other stuff on your mind. So even when I think about that, hey man, like you said, man, the Most High don't dwell in unclean temples. You just putting all this smoke and all this other THC with all this other bull crap in your body. And you think the Most High want to dwell in that temple with you? No, sir. So, my brothers and sisters, like I said, the enemy, you got to be very clever and watch the adversary in his tricks. They know what they're doing. So even with the legalizing of marijuana is nothing but a trick and a trap to keep your mind, again, sedated, keep your mind befogged, and you won't think about the Most High. You always gonna try to be high instead of thinking about the Most High and letting that spirit of the Most High really get you high. I ain't talking about not that type of high, y'all. But let the spirit of the Most High, that the goodness that the Most High will give you and the blessings that the Most High will bring to you. Oh man, that's a high. I'm telling you, that's a high right there. That's a real natural high. What's that? New Birth had a song, Natural High. That's a real natural high that the Most High will give you, and knowing that the Most High is on your side. Let me get out of here. I've been on here too long, y'all. Oh, man. Thank y'all for tuning in right here to Liberation Tabernacle, y'all. I am one more time. I am your brother. I am your humble brother, man. Just trying to do what I have to do, man, to please the Most High. I tell y'all, man, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Lord Most High, no, this ain't got nothing to do with me, y'all. It ain't about me at all. It ain't about, forget me. I'm just a vessel, man. That's all I am. Most High knows. It ain't nothing about me. I'm just trying to be a servant of the Most High and do my best. For all the wrong that I've done in my past, I'm trying to do my best to help somebody before I get up out of here and before they get up out of here. If it's like I said, man, I remember somebody said, if I could help save one soul, and influence one person, man, I promise you, man, I'm grateful. I don't need numbers. If I can help save one soul, like a brother did me, I'm grateful. I feel I wish I could save more, but if I can get one soul, and that one soul can take on and go on, save them one soul, oh man, it's a powerful thing. But even if I don't, you know what? I did my job. I was trying to do my job. That's all I can tell the Most High. I tried to do my job. I was like Abraham. When you said, Abraham, go out and get me 50. You can't get me 50. Hey, go out and get me 40. Go out and get me 20. Get out and get me. Hey, listen here. Just can you find me 10? I'm trying, Most High. I'm trying. But you look like you told Ezekiel. These are hard-headed, stiff-necked people. These are rebellious people. But even in their rebellions, you still got to do your job, Israel. Us as mores and teachers, we still have to do our job, no matter how rebellious they be. Let the Most High handle them in their stone-heartedness and their rebellions. We have a job, an obligation, those who've been called to do this. So that's what people be trying to say. Well, you ain't studied. Who you studied under? Like that means something. Because hell, let me tell you, I know I keep saying I'm supposed to go, y'all. But that's what I'm tripping off did. Who you studied under? You just popping up trying to teach. Hell, listen, if you being taught by the Most High, listen. Oh boy. Y'all are some of y'all people out here. You sitting up under a damn teacher. You sit up on a teacher 4-5 years. It don't matter who you studied about it, but he still teaching you that damn Christianity doctrine. Yeah, you sitting up under somebody who taught you, but he teaching you this damn Christianity, the doctrine that goes against the Most High. So you sitting up under somebody who teaching you wrong. I ain't sitting up. Listen, I'm sitting up under the Most High. That's who I'm sitting up under. So that supersede any man. So do I got to have a man name recognition? Somebody, I set up under master teacher so-and-so. Well, hell, he might have been teaching y'all wrong the whole damn time. Like I told you, I set up under plenty of teachers before. And then some of them were, now I find out and go on, some of them were wrong as hell. Like, and I got to say this, y'all. I studied as a Nawabian. Dr. York written the book. I still got them over there. I really never really read them too much. Hell, even as a Nawabian. But I peeped through them a little bit now. As an Israelite, I peeped through them. He read a book. He wrote 2 books. It was 2 of them. Part 1 and 2. 360 question to ask the Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, I got them. 360 question to ask the Hebrew Israelite. I might go through them one day on here and go through some stuff. And some of that stuff in there wrong as hell that he's teaching. And I set up under him. But like I said, that I never studied at that time. 360 question to ask the Hebrew Israelite. Some of this stuff is wrong as hell. He misquoting some stuff in there that ain't got, because it's, but I would do say when in the time that he got incarcerated, he was teaching the people. Y'all heard me say this a couple of times, that he was teaching the people that we were the true Israelites. But he wrote a book years ago, 360 that question asked the Hebrew Israelite, going against the Israelite. But right before he got locked up, though, I guess he knew. Most I put it on his heart then. Started telling the people that we were Israelites, that we were the true seed. I'm gone, y'all, this time for real. I'm gone, because I ain't gonna, I've been on talk all night. I thank y'all for tuning in, brothers and sisters. I'm gone this time. I'm gone. If I don't, I'm gonna have to owe y'all some money. I'm gonna have to buy y'all lunch. All right, I'm getting up out of here, y'all. Peace. Shalom. Love y'all, sisters and brothers. Peace.